Ethan Skolnick for 5 on the floor on the 5 Reasons Sports Network. This is the latest season ticket. I am here inside the arena, inside the bubble, where the Miami Heat lost Game 1 of the NBA Finals to the Los Angeles Lakers, 116-98. And here's the thing, it wasn't even really that close. After they got off to a 25-12 lead, with Jimmy Butler being aggressive, getting to the basket, and a lot of good things seeming to happen, they were outscored 75-30 in the heart of this game. Let me repeat that, 75-30. Tyler Hero in the game was a minus 35 in 30 minutes. Andre Iguodala was almost that bad. They didn't get any production from really anybody other than Jimmy Butler early and Kendrick Nunn late. We'll talk about that more in a minute. And that wasn't even the worst part of this game. The worst part wasn't even that they couldn't control Anthony Davis, who had a huge game against them. LeBron James nearly had a triple-double. All of the Lakers shooters seemed to get off. But the big issue, of course, is injuries. The 3 best players on the Miami Heat, or the 3 guys who've been sort of the standard bearers here in the bubble, Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, and Goran Dragic, all got hurt. Now, Jimmy Butler seems to be okay. He turned his ankle right down there, and he took him a little bit of time to get up, to get back to the huddle. He was left on the floor by himself, but he was able to play the rest of the game, and he did say he should be okay for Game 2. Now, Bam Adebayo hurt his shoulder. We believe it's again, because we remember him hurting the shoulder against Boston, and his x-rays were negative. It does appear that he will probably be okay for Game 2. The one guy who's probably not going to be okay is Goran Dragic. I reported along with Greg Sylvander during the game that Goran Dragic had popped his plantar fascia in his foot. Since then, others, ESPN, The Athletic, have basically confirmed that report. ESPN reported that Goran is going to try to play in this series, but if you're familiar with that injury, and there's many Heat players have had that injury, including going way back, Tim Hardaway dealt with it for a long time. It's hard to play with, especially after it pops. One of the things that it typically gets better after it pops, but you're typically out for a while. So I don't know if Dragic is going to be able to play in Game 2 or in this series at all. And if he isn't, you're probably going to have to start Tyler Hero, who, again, really struggled tonight, or just play, or both, play Kendrick Nunn a lot. And Kendrick Nunn was kind of the one bright spot tonight. He did have 18 points off the bench. He shot the ball well. He gave them kind of that mid-range to the basket game that he was giving them earlier in the year before he started to struggle so much, particularly in the bubble. So Kendrick Nunn's going to get some big minutes here in the series. But overall, deflating night for the Miami Heat. They have enough to deal with Anthony Davis and LeBron James, and how to counter a team that's bigger than them on the wings. It makes it really difficult for them, and also obviously inside, even though Dwight Howard didn't do much tonight. But now they've got to deal with the fact that their catalyst offensively for most of the bubble, Goran Dragic, is likely done for the season, entering his free agent period. So rough night here in the bubble. I'll be back for Game 2 on Friday. I know with the luck that I brought tonight, some are not so happy about that, but we'll have the coverage on 5 Reasons Sports.